Hi everyone, Flora Sage here, yay! Okay, so today I'm here to tell you to fuck what everybody else is telling you to do in your business and to go with what you really want to go with and to do whatever it is you want to do. You know, I see all these gurus saying that there's these magic formulas and that you have to do it this way and you have to niche this way and you have to niche that way. And yes, micro niching and getting really super specific about what it is that you want to do will help you. But if you force whatever it is that you want to do into a specific box, you're going to be miserable. You're going to be miserable. And I'll give you a prime example. I am a spiritual business mentor and coach, okay? I cannot tell you how many times I've heard people say, what is spiritual business coach? Like, I don't get it. I don't understand. And I'm like, my people get it. My people know. And when they press, I say, well, personal and spiritual development always impact business. It impacts your bottom line. It impacts how you show up. It impacts your content. And almost every single business coach of mine has said you can't ride two horses with one ass or one saddle. You have to pick either spiritual or personal development or business development. And I'm like, okay, you're fired because I cannot separate the two. I can't. And my clients shouldn't either. And again, I can't count how many times people have come to me with problems in their business and we look at their spiritual and personal development. And I can identify the issues right away and say, well, this is one of the reasons why your business is struggling, because you're totally disconnected from source energy. You're totally disconnected from you and your higher self. So of course your business is going to struggle, you know, and I've only had one business coach, and I still have that business coach to this day, who says, I totally get it, love it, go with it. You know, I'm like, of course I'm going to go with it because I can't not go with it. And so I'm here to tell you, just fuck what everybody else says that you need to do. Pick your niche and own it. But you do have to niche down and be very specific about who you really want to help. Like, I'm not here to help everybody. I am here to help women entrepreneurs who have a little spiritual side to them, who want that spiritual twist, who want to learn how to build an online business, who want to actually do the work. That is who my ideal client is. And so try not to say, oh, I'm gonna help everybody. Well, Oprah can't even help everybody, okay? So today I would encourage you to really look at what is your true message? Like, what do you really have burning inside of you that you want to talk about, that you want to tell the world about? And who is telling you that you can't do it? They don't belong in your world, okay? And own your voice. Own that message inside of you that says, this is me. Like, this is who I am, and I can't help but share it. I can't help but share it. Like I said, I've had so many people, like more people than I can count, that say you can't have spiritual or offer spiritual and business coaching. You have to pick one. I'm like, well, you know, I can't separate them. And the thing is, I tried at the beginning. I really, truly tried. I actually had my spiritual services and life coaching services and my business services separate. And I'm an intuitive. I've been intuitive since, well, I think, you know, since birth, but 12 is when they really became apparent. And I tried to separate them. I truly tried to just keep business coaching, and tried to keep my life and spiritual, sessions just life and spiritual. But they blend together. And the most powerful and profound business decisions are made with spirit. They're made with your intuition. They're made with your gut. They're made when you're tapped into source energy, whatever you want to call your higher power, whatever. I call them my peeps. But when you tap into that true core message and that true core desire of why you want to do what you do and who you're here to help and be of service to, and you tap into that and you hold true to that and you stay true to that, what happens is your business is going to flourish. Okay? Yes, you do have to be strategic with your marketing. Yes, you do have to be strategic with your content, but you don't have to be in a box with who you are. Okay? And like I said, I see so many people try to manufacture who they are and try to manufacture their message and try to manufacture what they call themselves. And just be you and just say, I am a coach. And you don't even have to say what type of coach. You can just say, I'm just a coach. You know, if you don't want to label yourself as something, or you can just be like, I'm just a person sharing some information. And if you want to tag along for the ride, go for it. If not, see you later. It's been swell. Okay? And like I said, you know, another thing is I see so many people put so much weight on these titles like transformational coach or mentor or teacher or leader. I mean, all of these things, and they get so caught up with it. You know, one of the things that I help my clients do in my Thrive mentorship and in the Mastermind Mafia is I help them to clarify their message. I help them to clarify who they are, who they serve, the results that they get their clients or they help their clients get, and how they help them do that. And this first part, who they are, oh my gosh, they struggle so much on that. And I'm just like, well, who are you? And they're just like, because they have to pick this label and they feel like they're so stuck in what they, like, if I pick shamanic coach, oh, what does that mean? Or mentor, like mentor versus coach, like what does that mean? Like, oh my gosh. And there's all these fine little lines that are crossed when you pick one word over another. And the truth of the matter is, if something doesn't feel good, change it. Like, if you all been following me for any period of time and you've looked at my website or looked at any of my marketing, you know that I'm constantly tweaking because I'm still searching for that perfect flow and that perfect marketing lingo and all that other stuff. But those of you who follow me and pay attention, you know that I'm all about clearing the bullshit from your life, simplifying everything, and doing what you love, and also taking personal responsibility for your life and just do the work. Take action. And all action looks like is just getting clear on your vision and then committing to that little 1 degree shift, that little tiny pivot on a daily basis. That is it. Like, that literally is me in a nutshell. And that's what I encourage you to do if you are a business owner or even want to own your own business one day. I encourage you to figure out who the hell you are. Like, who are you? What do you stand for? Okay? Like, what do you stand for? What, if you had to help or actually had the opportunity to help someone, what would you help them with? What is that burning desire inside of you that you're like, yeah, you know what? I know how to do this. And that's what I'm going to help people do. Like, I know how to call people on their bullshit because I can see it. I know because I was the biggest bullshitter of them all. I swear. And it was like, I had to call myself on my own bullshit. And once I did that, I was like, oh, that wasn't so bad. Okay. You know? And I allowed myself to call myself on my bullshit. And by doing that, that allowed me to simplify my life. Now, simplification does not mean minimalistic. Okay, I used to call myself a simplification coach, and people were like, well, this is hard. This isn't minimalistic. I'm like, I never said I was a minimalist. I said I'm a simplification coach. I help you simplify your life. But in essence, I help you clear the bullshit from your life. And when you clear the bullshit, meaning bullshit excuses, bullshit relationships, just bullshit that doesn't help you in any way, shape, or form, what happens then, you clear all that, your life is so much simpler. Because you don't have to deal with the bullshit. You don't have to deal with people that are toxic or relationships that are toxic. You don't have to, and you don't need to put up with situations that aren't healthy for you. You can choose to say, no, I'm good. I'm going to be in my space, you know? And when you do that, you can't help but take personal responsibility for your life. You can't help but identify and name and claim and even take action on those little 1 degree pivots that you can take in your life that all of a sudden help you see results and help you see change and help you make that or create that momentum in your life that allows you to get the life that you love. Like, for me, my life, like, I look at these people online and it's so kind of funny. They've got all these bells and whistles. They have the fancy house. They have the fancy clothes. They've got Gucci and Chanel and all this other stuff. And they're just like dripping in all this fabulousness, you know, and they go travel everywhere and whatever. That's their dream life. My dream life is a nice, quaint house in the country with my dogs and cats, or my dog and cats and my partner. And just tooling around, walking around the yard barefoot, digging in the dirt, you know, camping on the weekends, or going riding on the motorcycle, canoeing down the river, hiking in the you know, whatever, like the forest or mountains, wherever we are. That's my ideal life. I don't want to be dripping in Chanel and all these other things. And it's so funny because I've gotten so many emails asking, well, if you're really making what you're making, why do you wear like t-shirts every day? And why do you live in this house? And why do you do, I'm like, because that's my dream life. Like, my dream life is very different and should be very different than your dream life. And so I want you to really look at, again, who are you? Like, who do you want to be? What is your dream life? What ideal are you working towards? Because so many times people say, well, I want to be in business. I want to have my own business so that I can travel the world and jet set here and jet set there and all this other stuff. And then they start making money, and then they realize that a business actually requires money to run. And so they're putting all this money back into their business, and they're like, oh my God, I'm not having fun. Like, I really want to like travel and all these other things. And so they get a credit card and they start traveling and racking up all this debt. I know, because a lot of those coaches come to me and say, help. I've got $50,000 in debt because I'm trying to maintain this image online, and I'm struggling and all these other things. And I'm like, well, strip the image. Like, you don't have to be this jet setter in order to be successful in your business. And again, it's because they're chasing this box of who they think they need to be because of who they follow online. You know, they think that they have to have this big production set every time that they create a video, and they have to go through hours of editing or pay somebody to edit the videos. I'm real and raw. This is one of the reasons why I do lives the way that I do. I mean, I've done them all over my house. I've done them in my, you know, yard. I'm here to share my message, not to share this facade of a lifestyle that probably nobody could give a crap about. You know what I mean? And so, just ultimately, who are you? Like, what is your dream life? What are you reaching towards? What do you really want? And fuck what everybody else says. Fuck what everybody else tells you you need to be or do or have. And really look at, what do I really want? Like, who am I? Like, what do I want to do? And get really raw and real with yourself. Okay? What is your message? Like, what do you really want to share with the world? And that's what I would encourage you to do. And yes, be strategic with your marketing. Be strategic with all the other stuff. But as far as who you are and how you show up, you can't fake that. Because if you try to fake it, you're not going to make it. I'm here to tell you that. You've got to be authentic in you, in everything that you create. In your videos, in your blog posts, in your podcast, in your social media stuff. Be you. Be the real version of you. And your true tribe, those people that absolutely love the real version of you, are going to be okay with it. And like I said, y'all have been following me for a lot. Some of you have been following me for a very long time. Warren says, and this is what makes you a legend, Flora. Thank you very much. But those of you who've been following me since forever, my message has held true from the day I started online. I mean, and I started my business in '97. I mean, I was in business 12 years before I went online. So I am no spring chicken, people. And that is the thing that will cause your business to last, is if you are true to you and who you are, and run with it. And just say, fuck what everybody else says, okay? Fuck what everybody else says. I am me, and I'm gonna own this. I'm gonna freaking own this. And I can't tell you how many people got so pissed off when I started that channel. When I started my old school channel, Charming Pixie Flora, because I was sharing earth-based spiritualist practices, which back in the day was very secretive and all these other things. And I'm like, seriously, this is like so simple. I would read a book and I'm like, I could literally sum this book up in like 3 paragraphs because everybody was making it so hard and so convoluted. And in between my earth-based spiritualist videos, I was sharing my coaching tips and techniques and all these other things and how to really have a life of happiness and joy. And that was taking personal responsibility for your life and simplifying all the bullshit. And so my core message has never changed. Have I stopped sharing my spiritual practice online? Yes. Because people were starting to kind of get cult-like and they wanted to know exactly how I did it and why I was doing this, and they wanted to memorize things, and that's not what earth-based spiritualism is about. Earth-based spiritualism is doing what works for you. And my spiritualism changes every season, and everywhere I move, the elements change, and the gods and goddesses that I work with, my peeps change. Because I change and I evolve, and that as should you, but my core message has not changed. That has held through. And I even got death threats. I mean, there was all these things that were happening behind the scenes. I'm like, I'm just me. I'm sharing what I'm guided to share, and the thought of not sharing this feels like I'm choking myself out without even being able to breathe. This is me. This is who I am. And for too long, I lived in a place of feeling like I was clueless. And for too long, I lived in a place where I felt like everybody else knew something that I didn't. And when I finally figured out that everybody is just as confused as everybody else, and everybody is just trying to wing it just like everybody else, then I realized I'm like, oh, okay, so we literally are all in this together. And yeah, there are some of us that are more versed in certain things than others, but we're all here together. Nobody is better than anybody else. Some people have way more experience than others in certain things than in others, and that's why we all can rise up and be leaders in our certain facets and niches. And so that's why I'm here today, to say, just be you. Just fuck what everybody else says that you need to do or be in this little box that they need to put you in. And just own your message. But you got to get clear on what your message is, okay? And sometimes it's hard to figure out how to articulate what that message is. Like, I had a very hard time figuring out that my message was just clearing out the bullshit and just simplifying everything. The simplification part I knew, because literally that's how my business started, was in '97. I was doing space clearing and home organization. But the bullshit elimination part, I didn't actually know how to define what that was and articulate it until years later. And then finally I got pissed off and was talking to a friend, and I'm like, oh, I'm just tired of people's bullshit excuses. If they really wanted something, they would get it. And if not, then they don't. I mean, you either want it or you don't. And if you want it, you will make a priority of making it happen. You will make it happen. Come hell or high water. I know, because I've done it, And so that has been my core message forever. And so that's what I encourage you to do. Who are you? What do you want? What is your ideal? What is your core message that you want to share with the world? Get really clear about this. And this is something that just comes out of you. I mean, when somebody asks you about something and you just get really passionate, oh, there you go. That's what it is. And you can even ask yourself, what is my biggest pet peeve? Because that pet peeve is usually what you're most passionate about. One of my friends, I asked her, recently, what's your biggest pet peeve? And she says, oh my gosh, that people think it's so hard to manifest money. And she just goes on and on and on and on and on. And I'm like, that is your core message. My biggest pet peeve is people not taking personal responsibility for their life because of all these bullshit excuses that they think that they have. That has been my core message from day one. So what is your biggest number one pet peeve? And that probably is your core message, okay? Now, I know that's very simplified and people are like, well, that's just too simple. Exactly. Things don't have to be complicated. Things don't have to be hard. That's what humans many times tend to make think, well, that's just too simple. It can't be that simple. Yes, it can be. So anyway, I love you all. If you want my help with this, I have strategy sessions available. Click the link, sign up for a strategy session. I'm all about service. I'm all about helping my fellow entrepreneurs figure out what their core message is and what bullshit excuse that you have that is holding you back, okay? Another thing is we are closing enrollment for the Mastermind Mafia on the 31st, this Friday at 11:59 p.m. We're closing it until August 15th. We're gonna do a grand reopening. So if you wanna be known as a founder, I'm actually gonna post a complete blog post or email post per se, directly after this video. It's not gonna be in the comments, but I am gonna post an actual singular post on my Facebook page. So if you are on my email list, you've already gotten the email, I think once or twice. But I am going to post it on my page. So if you're watching this on Facebook, I want you to click my name because this is probably showing up in your timeline. I want you to click my name so that you can go to my actual, page and find the founder's post. And I want you to read it. And if you want to be part of the Mastermind Mafia and be a founder, be known as a founder, then I want you to go ahead and jump on the chance. It's really exciting and I'm really pumped about this. If not, then you can wait until our grand reopening, August 15th. And from now on, we're actually going to be only enrolling in the Mastermind Mafia twice a year. We're going to do it now and then again in the spring, and that's it. So just twice a year. I know that I've had open enrollment pretty much since its inception in 2010 and then another relaunch in 2012. But, and we actually did another relaunch because we've revamped the Mastermind Mafia several times. But anyway, yeah, so if you're interested, check out my page. Like I said, click my name wherever my name appears on here. It could be either here or here, wherever. Click it, read the founder's email, and let me know if you're interested. Many of you who are commenting are actually already in the Mastermind Mafia. And it is absolutely epic. So, and in the Mastermind Mafia, which is a membership for people who want to take their life and business to the next level, who really are committed to clearing the bullshit and creating a life that they love. And the life that you love is defined by you and your ideals and what you really, really want. It's not some, Instagram facade type of a life where you're dripping and all this stuff. I mean, if that's what you want, absolutely go for it. But you decide that. You create that for yourself. It's not anybody else to decide. So, I love you all. I hope this message serves you. So good. I love you all. Actually, let me read some of the comments that we've got because we had a bunch of them coming in. Rebecca said, I just sang yay when I saw you live, LOL. Hi, Natalie. Rebecca says, yes, we get it. Kim says, love it, effing love it. Hi, Warren. Kelly says, yes. Rebecca says, I so needed this today. Yep. Kelly says, blow those boxes up. Yep. Warren says, I always say, fuck it. Have never been a sheep. No, you have not. And I love that about you, Warren. Rebecca said, the only constant is change. Yes, that is something that I have said forever. The only thing that we can count on, the only thing that's constant in our life is change. So if you're not changing, you're standing still. Well, you're going to be changing every day anyway. Rebecca says, I love it when you call me on my bullshit. It helps me grow. It does, because it allows us to actually see what we're missing. And it allows us to really get honest with ourselves and say, you know what? Yeah, I am making some bullshit excuse why I can't do this. And so, yeah. And you're either willing to accept the bullshit and move on, or you just sweep the bullshit under the rug for another time. You know what I'm saying? Rebecca says, I wouldn't change my country life for anything. I know, country living is awesome. Christy said, wow, jumped on at the right time. Yay! I love it, Warren. And this is what makes you a legend, Flora. Thank you. I love that. Hi, Lindsay. Yay! So good. Love it. Watching your journey over these years has been so amazing. Oh, thank you. Rebecca says, I was so worried about being my true self. No, be your true self. I mean, that's all we can be, really. And then Christy said, your true red is really coming out today. Let me see. Lindsay says, I am me. I get in trouble for looking like a small, shy person and all of a sudden speaking honesty and opinionated, despise wording my thoughts with respect. It makes people offended. As you've recently seen, I lost my job. Today I realized I don't have time or energy anymore to work in companies anymore. If I do, I'll keep my head down and just be my opinionated self outside of work. Yes, unfortunately, a lot of companies just want sheep, you know, and, you know, Lindsay, you are a powerhouse, and I know that creating your box subscription is going to be such a powerful thing for you, and really allowing yourself to expand your company the way that you can and are is just absolutely incredible. And I actually have some more resources for you that I will be sending you within the next couple of weeks about how to expand more on your box subscription. So I'm really excited about that. Oh, no, that's good. I love it. Yay. All right. I love you all. So like I said, if you are interested in getting my personal help with your business or your mission or your why and what your true message is, I want you to click the link below, book a free strategy session. This is a no sales pitch strategy session, and I'm truly here to help you help yourself and get very clear about what you're really here to do in this world, okay? I love you all. Oh, and also if you're interested in being a founding member of the Mastermind Mafia before we close our doors until August 15th, click my name wherever it is up on the video. If you're watching this on YouTube or you're watching this on my website, pop over to my business Facebook page at Flora Sage on Facebook, and I want you to type in or search for the #founders, hashtag founders, and you will find the post and read it. And if you're interested in joining as a founding member, feel free. I'd love to have you as a founding member. And founding members are going to get a couple special perks. Well, first of all, you never have to make a monthly payment. You're going to be in for life. One-time payment and you're in forever, which is really exciting, which is a huge perk in and of itself. You're also going to get some private coaching with myself and a couple other thank you gifts. So I love you all. Have a fabulous, fabulous rest of your day, and I will see all of you very, very soon. Mwah! Love you. Bye.